Carmel Cipollone.
Mr Speaker, it's really difficult to even contemplate not supporting a bill with a title like this, Social Security Clothing Allowances for Orphans and Unsupported Children Amendment Bill. I want to commend Tracy Martin for putting this bill forward. We will get to the point tonight where we allow for another members' ballot tomorrow, and hopefully another bill is pulled out of the ballot that is a compassionate bill like this, where everyone in the House is forced to, whether they like it or not, support the bill. Mr Speaker, the previous Speaker talked about woeful contributions, and I just want to say it is disturbing that that member would only spend 10 minutes talking about this so that we could avoid a members' ballot tomorrow because of their fear that we might pull another bill out of the ballot like this. Let's be honest, that's where it's at. I'm not going to speak for long because it is important that we get to that process tomorrow, and Tracy Martin and other speakers in the House have done this bill justice in terms of what they had to say about it. The only two things I want to touch on are two areas in which I am personally, and I know the rest of the Labor caucus and I think the rest of the House, is disappointed in the government, and that is with respect to, firstly, where the government voted down Jacinda Ardern's supplementary order paper that would have included weekly pocket money and annual birthday and Christmas allowances to align all of the allowances for unsupported children and orphans with those provided to foster children under the Children, Young Persons and Their Families Act 1989. How mean-spirited of the National Government not to support that SOP. The second thing I want to point out is where the government also voted down Jan Logi's SOP to change the commencement date of this bill, bringing it forward from the 1st of July 2018 to 3 months after the date on which it receives the royal assent. Children in respect of whom an orphan's benefit or unsupported child's benefit is paid to should not have to wait until 2018 to potentially benefit from this bill. And again, can I just point out how mean-spirited of the National Government not to support that SOP. So, Mr Speaker, whilst it's good that we agree in general on this bill, that we will be all supporting this bill in the House, I do need to just point out those two things: how mean-spirited of the government not supporting Jacinda Ardern's SOP and Jan Logi's SOP. I commend this bill to the House, and I thank Tracy Martin for putting it forward.